My name is Junious, Brickhouse.
In Urban Artistry, I serve as the founder and executive director. When we first started the Urban Artistry project, I was simply a mentor of a few people, a few talented people. And now I help maintain the day-to-day, and I'm the motivator, and I'm the proud guy who sits back and watches everyone do their thing. I think it's very important, to teach something from a perspective of, hey, these are the people who taught it to me, so I'm gonna pass it on to you. And that's basically what we do. Come on now, show some support. We found that there's communities of people who do not have those opportunities, and they don't get to learn from American artists, and American artists don't get to go there to teach them. We got a chance to visit Johannesburg, Cape Town, and Durban. And there we worked with underserved communities. We were there to teach young people how a style of dance that we do called house dance is influenced by movement that they're very familiar with. And they were surprised to know that they had relevance, they were trying to be me, and I was like, hey, I'm trying to be y'all. I'm trying to do what you're doing. Currently, I'm working to make sure that my team are well-rounded ambassadors of urban dance culture. Don't take that from her. Don't take that from her. My culture doesn't have a time limit. We'll keep on going. So my future is large. You guys ready for some music? Some dance? So as Michelle said, I'm the founder and executive director of Urban Artistry, Inc. And today, we're just gonna show you guys a little bit of who we are and what it is that we do. So when people talk about urban dance culture, when you hear me say that, most say, what is that about? So to us, urban dance culture is the types of dances that are inspired by the urban experience. Plain and simple. So by name, we're talking about dance styles like hip hop, like b-boying and b-girling or breaking, like popping, like locking, like Memphis juking. We're talking about a lot of different types of dance. And all these communities are different, but what we have in common is that we come together and we celebrate our art in ways that are familiar to us. So today, we're gonna show you one of those methods, and that type of festival is called battling or competing, okay? So, your part in this is that you guys are gonna serve as our judges. So, when I ask you to decide or to give your thoughts on who you feel gave the best performance, you're gonna make some noise for me, right? We have a meter over here that's counting that. So by looking at that meter, I will know, and I'll also hear, all right, who got the most applause or the most screams, right? So everybody got that? You think we can handle that? Now, we got a lot of wonderful dancers for you today, but mostly we have wonderful people who consider themselves tradition bearers, who are very passionate about what it is that they do. So please give them your full support. And yeah. I think before we get started, one thing that I do want to say is that we do this for a lot of different reasons, right? But I think our goal and what we want to leave with you today is that the way that we express ourselves today is how we preserve our culture. We all come from communities of practice, so we all come from communities that sometimes struggle for money. But dance has always been free for us, and it's given us an opportunity to be on this stage today and also be around the world doing different things. But it's important that we remember that this is cultural dance too, and that we're just honored to be able to share with you today. So why don't we get this thing going? We have a music
about us. Everyone has something that's culturally connected to them. And I think the respect that we have for those things that are artistically involved helps us kind of see ourselves in other people. More than anything, I'm excited about people, about engaging with them artistically, helping build in communities. We select 4 artists and a site manager and a filmmaker, and they go on a residency where they will be teaching not only the arts of beat making, DJing, MCing, dance, aerosol art, and beatboxing. They will also be working on conflict transformation, community building, entrepreneurship, and the like. While we're on these residencies, we're also trying to connect with other cultural groups outside of hip-hop culture. We try to do culminating events with students so that we can collaborate in a more meaningful way and not just be performative. It's an amazing program. It pushes me to stay involved with hip-hop internationally because it actually is an international connected family. We all know each other, we speak the same artistic languages, and finding ways to make those relationships more meaningful and deeper and long-lasting is what we aim to do.
And when I think about my role in Next Level, it's to keep that same spirit of understanding that it's our diversity that makes us great. It's our biggest strength. And how do we tap into that respectfully and responsibly? I have so many initiatives that I want to do, so many things that I hope we can do. Realistically, will we get to them all? Maybe not. But I think our primary goal is to keep looking at how hip hop culture is evolving and changing and see how we can allow each individual story and each perspective from all of these multitude of hip hop communities, right? How do we allow those communities to represent themselves in cultural diplomacy? Because diplomacy is local. You know, it doesn't start with the opportunity to go to exchange. It starts in our communities.